Looking at the crowd that was there on Saturday, another fantastic support behind United. Following on from the Rangers game, two great 1-0 results. Do you put some of that down to the fantastic support from the Dundee United fans?
Yeah, and I probably add Ayr United to that as well, because even when we went 1-0 down at Ayr United, the fans didn't get on the players' backs. They rallied behind the players. So I think the players are really enjoying, walking out to see the Sea Tangerine. They're responding to the songs, the energy that the crowd are creating, and I think the fans are responding to the players as well. So that's something that we want to keep harmonising, keep building on, and keep creating those moments that they can celebrate.
The consistency is the important thing to get throughout the season. How are you going to maintain that this weekend against Hearts?
I think for me, again, it's just following the process, making sure that, again, we go through a process that the players can tap into, they can buy into and believe in, and I think we're doing that. There's a consistency to our approach. The players feel clear when they're going out on a match day. They know what's expected of them, and again, the fans being back in gives them that extra bit of motivation. So again, this Saturday proves to be, I think it will prove to be a really exciting game for both teams.
I mean, you mentioned obviously the excitement of the game. Hearts joint top of the league, United point behind them from there. It's got everything there for being a classic this weekend.
It is, and again, Hearts will want to maintain that unbeaten run. We're certainly targeting the 3 points. It's going to be a big crowd at Tannadice. It's our first 3 o'clock Saturday kick-off. So again, it feels like normal football is resuming, and I think it'll be a really good spectacle at the weekend.
Looking at the first 3 games of the season, the disappointment of the first game against Aberdeen, what do you put it down to the 2-1 nothing victories that came after that, and just a completely different outlook from the team?
What would I put it down to? It was a difficult start for us. We can't explain how disappointed we were after the Aberdeen game, and we just got on the training ground and put the wrongs. We watched the video and we put the wrongs right, and we made sure that we don't repeat them. So it's about reiterating the points before each match and making sure that we completely cut a lot of that stuff out, and make sure that we do the stuff that we've worked on and what we do all week, and we make sure we stick to game plans and everybody puts the effort in and make sure that we don't have a repeat performance of that. Listen, there'll be times in the season where things might not go our way, but it's important that we learn from these times and move forward and make sure they don't happen again.
Back at Tannadice again this weekend. The fans made a huge difference to the atmosphere, obviously, in the Rangers game. Do you see that repeating again this weekend?
Hopefully, but it's up to us to start well and get the fans on our side. Football fans everywhere naturally want their team to do well, and they care deeply about their team. So it's about us on the pitch performing and keeping them on the edge of their seat. So they get behind us. They were great for the Rangers game, and we hope we can get behind us again.
Looking at the Hearts team that are coming, it's going to be an attacking game at defence for yourself. How do you feel you're going to be able to cope with the attacking force that Hearts bring on Saturday?
It's going to be difficult. They've got really good players all over the pitch. It's going to be a real hard game for us, and it's one that we'll need to be prepared for and ready. But we'll go again tomorrow with our preparations, and we'll make sure we're 100% ready when the game comes along.
And last one from me, the consistency is an important part of the run. Basically, it's there 2-1 nothing victories for United in the past. How important is it to remain consistent?
The games are done now. We now look to Hearts, and it's another game where we feel that we can get the 3 points. Hearts will feel the same, that they can get the 3 points, and it'll be a good game that we can fight it out and try and get it. But it's important that you forget what's went and look forward. And now we take the confidence and the positives, and we also take the things that we can do better and move forward, and we'll take that into the Hearts game and see where it takes us.
The update on Ben?
So he's been scanned, and we expect probably a definitive diagnosis in the next 24 hours. We've always been quite cautiously optimistic because the swelling was starting to go down pretty quickly, the pain and the discomfort was starting to ease, so he's feeling quite positive just now, but again, it's just a cautious optimism just now.
Is it looking better now than it did right after the injury took place?
It's probably hard to say because again, there's so many different things to consider. I think the scan will reveal things in the next 24 hours, but again, we didn't want to sensationalise things when it happened. Equally, we don't want to be too optimistic just now, so I think we'll only have to wait another 24 hours to find out the extent of the injury.
There was talk of maybe appealing Pollock's second yellow. Have you done that?
We actually haven't. The reason for that is because Pete actually reported an Achilles problem after the game at the weekend. So we decided, and to be fair, if he had been available for this weekend's game, then we would have appealed it, because I think it was quite clear that there was a touch that obviously forced him over. I mean, Pete's certainly not a diver or simulation, anything like that. So we would have contested it, but because he's going to miss this game, then we decided not to.
Is there anybody else, any injury doubts for the game?
No real injury doubts, but I think at this moment in time we have a diminished squad. There's a number on the treatment table, and I think probably after the international break, I think the squad will be much healthier. So we're just rolling forward with the players that are available just now, and because we're on a bit of a wave of momentum, the players are quite happy to, and I'm certainly happy to keep moving forward with what's available to me.